Hi everyone, welcome. So today we're going to ask the universe, what do the masculines need to do in order to come forward and to communicate to the divine feminines? So universe, what do the divine masculines need to do in order to come forward and communicate? Awesome. Put them over there. So we have the Six of Cups. We have the Queen of the Ocean. We have Nine of Cups. We have the Sun. We have Queen of Pentacles. And we also have the Five of Swords. So, the Queen of the Ocean, it says healing here. So, the divine masculines are going for a healing process, as we know. So, they're still going through this healing process. As you can see, one cup is higher than the other on this card. So, the divine feminines are more ready than divine masculines. We've known this for a long time, right? We've known this for a while now. And, the masculines are sort of, you think that they're so far behind, but, they really aren't. They really aren't behind, This is all about divine timing. And, it's all about trust and having faith. So, we also have reflection. So the masculines are really going through a reflection stage right now. They're really going within. And, they've also got the Sun here. And, they're finding their own happiness. They're believing in their own inner wisdom, I'm hearing. They're getting DNA, upgrades, I'm hearing. So in order to come forward. And we've got a moth flying around in this room right now. And that's all about, the masculines are like a moth right now. They're really wanting to see the divine feminine's light. So they're like a moth trying to find that light, and the divine feminines are this light. And this is what it's really showing me in this card. The divine masculines are searching for the divine feminines on the 5D, on the 3D. They're really getting, the boots on, I'm being told. The boots, the buckling up the shoes. So we have Queen of Pentacles, and this is all about kindness. So the universe is being kind to the masculines right now. And also, this card is also about divine feminines. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to be, really kind to yourself for this to come in. And the masculines are really working on their own kindness, They're seeing things in a different light, and they're really being kind to others. The universe is showing them, they're telling me, the more the masculines be kind to others, the more, the universe will be kind to them, the more doors that will open. So, we also have, they showed me the turtle here, and the turtle in this deck is all about earth and the earth energy. So the masculines are really going within and connecting to the earth right now. And we also have the Five of Swords, and this is all about conflict. So the masculines are really going through a conflict within themselves. They're really trying to pull them swords out, and they've got their egos. The masculines are really battling with their egos right now, I'm being told. And, there's 5 swords here, so they've got to pull all these swords out before they can come forward and communicate in a way of unconditional love. You want them to come forward and communicate in an open and honest way, not when they've already got this conflict, not when they're going through this healing process, because it won't go the way that you're seeking it to be. So we're going to see also with this deck and see what the masculines are doing. And any guidance for the masculines. Any guidance for the masculines, what are the masculines doing in order for them to come forward and communicate to the divine feminines in a way of unconditional love. So I'm also hearing that the divine masculines are trying to rush these stages right now. They're trying to rush things in their life. They're trying to, do things the quick way instead of, really letting go and giving it up to heaven, I am hearing. So, in the castle of dreams. So, the masculines are really in their heads right now. They're really in this headspace, of their dreams. And also, I feel like the divine feminines, you are really connecting with the divine masculines in dream state right now. And this is just a confirmation that this is your twin that you are connecting with in the dream realm. So, you know, the masculine's really in the headspace, you know, the building, I'm hearing the building their own walls up, like the barriers, you know, like a castle. So this is why you may not feel connected to him right now, because they're building, you know, them barriers up. But, you know, they're really knowing and feeling you in this dream time. So Castle of Dreams, they're really in their head right now, battling with their ego. The magic zone. So the masculines know that the divine feminines are the magic zone. You know, they know where that is all happening. You know, you've got all this colour here, you know, all this beautiful, radiant colour. And the masculine sees, you know, the divine feminines as all this colour, as this beauty. We also have the unknown is your friend. So the masculine knows that the divine feminine is their friend, their best friend, their lover, on the 5D, on the 3D. Also, their higher selves, the masculines are really becoming, well, what they're telling me right now is the masculines are really finding their inner child, and that inner child is their friend, you know, and their inner child is leading the masculines to, you know, innocent. So the masculines are becoming pure right now and innocent, so they can move forward. We're also going to get some Green Man Oracle. So what do we all need to know? What are the divine masculines working on right now? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the masculines are really doing better right now. You know, they're getting out of bed with a spring in the step. You know, they really are. You know, you've got the sun there. You know, they're showing me that as the sun, the sunflower, you know. And 5 is all about change. So the masculines are really going through this change, you know, when the sun's rising up on them and they're soaking in that sun. They're soaking in that light from heaven. And, you know, they're really feeling better within themselves, you know, as they're going within and letting go. They're showing me like they're jumping for joy. So, you know, the masculines are really finding their feet right now. They're finding themselves. We also got coexist. So the masculines are coexisting right now. They're really going out in nature and, you know, they're coexisting with animals as well. And, you know, you've got the river here. I always represent this card with rejuvenation, you know, and, you know, they're really seeing like everyone's really equal with them, and that's what I'm feeling in this card. I've also got food. So the masculines are really eating better and seeing, you know, all those fears in the past, and they're letting them go. And now they're showing me, you know, they're really sitting on this table, and, you know, they're worthy now to sit on this table. And, you know, but they're also telling me that they're eating better. You know, they're really detoxifying the body, they're saying. And, you know, you've got sustainability here. So, you know, this is true. They're really, you know, going out there and eating better. You know, they're going to, you know, eat better food so they can purify their bodies. So also, we're going to get some cards. Any cards for the masculines? Cards for the masculines. So, we have purify. So the masculines feel blinded right now, but they are going through a purifying stage. They are moving forward. White light is embodying their domain right now. And, you know, it's all part of this cycle. It's all part of their spiritual path. So they're really going through a purification in body, mind, and spirit. You know, you've got sovereignty here. So, you know, they're really at peace, and they're showing me the triangle here behind them. And triangle's all about moving forward in a quick way. So the masculines, as I said, they're trying to move forward in this quick way. And, you know, this might be creating blocks for them. But, you know, if you're seeing triangles, that is elevated movement. So this is always good and it is always bad. It's always about having that balance between the both. So we also have attraction. So the masculines really see their divine feminines right now in a way of beauty, in a way of attraction. You know, they're really using the law of attraction right now, I'm hearing. They're really going within and starting to meditate and manifest their inner desires. Also, we have focus. So the masculines are really focusing right now. They're showing me the butterfly on the third eye, and they are opening their third eye, and they're really becoming into a butterfly now. They are no longer really this caterpillar. They're really the butterfly. They're really spreading their wings. They've just come out of the cocoon, and they're really taking these brave steps, because it's all new to them. So it's going to take them a little time. Also, we have self-reflection. So the masculines are going through a self-reflection right now. It's also the mirror card. So this is really telling me, the divine masculines are going through a self-reflection, and also the divine feminines need to go through a self-reflection. And, they're both, really seeing their worth and how much, this love really matters to the both of them. So we're also going to get some Reiki cards. So cards for the divine masculines. What do they need to work on in order to come forward and communicate to the divine feminines? Thank you. So we have power. So the divine masculines need to get their power back. They need to get balance. I'm hearing chakras. They need to release things in their chakras in order to come forward, because that's what's creating some blocks, like the third eye. I really feel like that's being purified, and the ego is really telling them things, and but they are getting their power back. They're going into nature, they're grounding themselves, they're transmuting that old energy into unconditional love, and this is how they're getting their own power back. Also, we have unconditional love. How are the masculines going to come forward? Well, they are going through a stage of unconditional love. They're seeing their own love to see love in another. They are seeing love, through their eyes now. And this is what is really opening up to their power, using, their own unconditional love, seeing the whole universe as unconditional love. We also have introspection. So the masculines are really going within right now. They just flip the card. So the masculines feel like they're flipping, flipping and flipping, because this introspection, they're going within, something's coming up, then another thing's coming up. So they really have a lot of things to do. But it's all about, doing that self-work and just believing and having faith. So we're going to pull a wisdom tree oracle and see what the tree can tell me. So, okay, we've got a card coming out. So how are the masculines going to come forward? The apples, speaking their truth. Adam's apple, Adam and Eve. I represent them, as twin flames. The woman came from the man, with the rib. So, you are one, but you are also two. So, apples are all about sweetness, and, some are sour. So, it's the yin and the yang. So the masculines are really, speaking their own truth, and, what's coming through here right now is, the masculines are really growing that apple, that apple's about to fall off the tree, they're telling me. And, then the masculine can take this apple and, start to speak his truth, but he needs to start in the way of unconditional love, which the masculines are doing. Also, we have Black Elder. So I represent this card with elder, old souls. So the masculine is now recognizing that he is an old soul. He knows that this connection goes far way back beyond, that his comprehension can understand right now. But, the more the masculine becomes in unconditional love, the more he will realize this spiritual connection is real. So we're also going to use, they're telling me to get another card from the tree. So what does the tree want to say about the masculines and how they are going to come forward in communication, and what do they need to work on? So yes, chakra systems, you've got all these lights here. So the masculines are really working on their chakra systems, and they're also showing me these two trees. Look, these two trees are mirrors of each other. They're of the same. They may be on different sides right now, but they really are coming together. They may be on different sides the same, but the roots You know, they've got the same root, and that's what really is representing the divine feminine, divine masculine. They've got the same roots. Them roots are deep within the ground, you know, and, you know, as you can see this tree, it goes out, but, you know, at the top, you know, they meet back up again. But in order for this to happen, you know, the divine masculine has to embody this light. The divine feminine has to embody this light. You need to be open to this light and accept this light so you can grow, you know, spiritually, body, mind and spirit, they're telling me. So, you know, you've also got these berries around here. So you've got a lot of blue in this card. And, you know, berries are really sweet, and, you know, what berries represent for me is, you know, fresh. So I do believe, you know, fresh starts are coming. You know, it's all about having faith. And we also have Sug. And, you know, this tree, look how thick this tree is, you know, this is strong. So this card for me, you know, this connection is so strong, you know, nothing can take this tree down, you know. So it's all about having faith, they're saying. It's all about belief, you know. You know, they're also showing me this bird as well, and this bird is not in flight in this card. So it's all about having faith and, you know, learning patience within yourself. So the divine masculines are really going within right now, you know, in order to communicate with the divine feminines. I guess I can pull a card and see roughly, you know, how long it may take. So how long will the divine masculines take? How long will the divine masculines take in this process? Okay, what the universe is really saying right now is the divine, it's going to take as long as, you know, they heal this heartache within. They need to really pull out these swords first. And when they pull out these swords, you know, it's going to be different for each masculine, you know. Each masculine's on a different journey, but having, you know, a different experience. So what the universe is really telling me right now is they have to pull out the swords first in order to come forward in the way of unconditional love. So we also have serenity, you know, serenity, filling that cup. So the masculines need to fill up their own cup first in order to come forward. But, you know, serenity, and we've also got, you know, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, the masculines are realizing that this is their destiny, you know, and as soon as they pull out this, you know, these swords out of their body, you know, and out of their body, mind and spirit, you know, they can really come forward. But, you know, the divine masculines do know that this is destiny, and the more they realize this, the more they are, you know, going to come forward. And you've also got the Ten of Wands, responsibility. So when are the divine masculines going to come forward? When they are responsible for this destiny, when they are ready to be responsible for this destiny, as they have got heartache that they need to deal with. And, you know, just keep sending them love, divine feminines. The more love that you send in an unconditional way, you know, the more that the divine masculines will be on their way. So, you know, the divine masculines are really being responsible right now, and, you know, this is what the universe is telling them to do. Be responsible for their own lives. And, you know, you've got the 10 there. The 10 is all about the twin flame connection, 10-10. So if you're seeing 10-10s on this journey, you know this journey is real. All you have to do is ask the angels, you know, to give you signs and guide you. And, you know, the more faith that you will have, you know, you will see it everywhere, you know. The more open you are to it, they're telling me. So this is the reading. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for all that you are. Sending you lots of love and light, healing energy. I hope you have a magical day. Namaste.